Yes, I too would rather use this series to rip bad media apart, because it just gets more views. Boy oh boy, am I gonna use the shit out of my platform to recommend media to you that I thoroughly enjoyed. Which, by the way, I am in no way sponsored by Russian Doll or Netflix. It is actually me who gives Netflix money so I can watch their shows. And it's true that there's a lot of garbage in this new crop of just Netflix shows, because Netflix does seem to be throwing money at everyone with a pulse these days. But let's be honest for a moment, the ratio of shit shows to good shows on Netflix is a lot better than it is on just regular television. There's also a lot of shows that have been discontinued even though they were excellent. Looking at you, The Expanse, and also at you, Travelers. Neither of you deserve to die as young as you did. But sometimes, when Netflix throws huge, just obscene amounts of money at the creative geniuses of this world, sometimes they will make the stars align. And out of this matrimony of creative talent and industry, just really big amounts of money, something great will be born. Something great like Russian Doll. As per usual with these, this review will be spoiler-free because I do want you to watch the thing. I will, however, introduce you to the core premise of the show, which becomes very clear in like the first 10 minutes. The first shot of the entire show is main character Nadia Volvikov looking at a bathroom mirror on her 36th birthday. A few hours later, she's hit by a taxi and dies. And then she's back at that very same time, at that very same mirror. She is stuck in a loop. Every time she dies, and she dies a lot, she is back at that same spot and she has no idea what to do. And let me tell you, they take this really quite simple premise and they make a phenomenal series out of it. It's funny, it's well written, it's emotional, it's interesting, it's just captivating. The main character, Nadia, straight up in the very first episode, ascended to the pantheon of my top 5 favorite characters in all of fiction. She's hilarious, well written, extremely believable, and acted to perfection. Seriously, this woman is wittier than Hank Moody. That is a real achievement. But Nadia is far from the only interesting character in this show. It's just literally all of them. Every individual character in this series, even if they were around for just like a single short scene, was so well done that I always thought, I want to learn more about this person. Just like with The Sopranos and The Wire, they all seem like actual people who could really exist, even if most of them are at least a little bit kooky. And even when you spend just a very short amount of time with them, you always get a feeling for who they are. As the story progresses, and you find out more about them after the initial impression that you got, you will very often go, oh, that's interesting, but there will never be something that sort of juts out in a way that isn't fitting with the character. It all works together so well. It's not even a polished package, because if it's a polished package, you know it's a fake character. These people seem realistic. And not only do they fit with themselves, they also fit into this fringe, wealthy, living on the edge society of New York that all of this thing is set in. There's just an easy confidence to the way that this show dances over the line of real and surreal all of the time, sometimes to the point where you don't even know where it is right now. And all of that, conversely, ties in perfectly with the theme of the show. Despite all the humor, because this is billed as a dark comedy, the central mystery of the show remains scary and, mysterious. It's just the way that the characters interact with it and each other that draws laughs. But the laughs do not take away the seriousness of what is going on. There is no mood whiplash going on in this format. It just works together so well that the contrast which they provide makes the thing that you are seeing, the events that are happening, even darker. Is Russian Doll some kind of timeless masterpiece? No. But it does straddle that line very often. You can tell that the people who made this show are true masters of their craft. If you have Netflix, go watch Russian Doll. I mean, the episode's just half an hour long. I think there's 8 of them. They're quick to go by, easily digestible, and they will amuse you to no end. So thank you very much for watching. I will be back Monday with a cool futurism video that I think a lot of you will enjoy quite a bit. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, share this to your relevant communities. Do not spam them. Consider supporting me on Patreon and following me on Twitter. And in that spirit, just go watch Russian Doll. Seriously, this is like a wholehearted recommendation of mine. This is not even... That's all I want to do with this video. I don't even want to add anything intelligent to the discussion. This is just me saying... Watch the show. And see you around, cunts.